Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Mate X made by GTmedia. This thing is a dual screen monitor expansion for a laptop, expanding your field of view to 3 displays. I've been wanting to get something like this for quite some time. I feel like it'd be really convenient from a production standpoint. I've just been struggling with whether or not something like this is actually worth the price. I decided to finally get my hands on one, and there's a specific reason why I chose this one, which I'll touch on in a little while. But how well does this thing actually perform, and is it in fact worth the purchase? Let's take a closer look. Inside the box, you have the Mate X itself, a quick start guide, you have 2 Type-C to Type-C cables, 1 Type-C to Type-A cable, and an HDMI cable. Both displays fold outward, and in the center there's an expansion bracket, allowing it to fit comfortably from as small as a 13-inch laptop all the way up to a 17.3-inch laptop. Each display has a 3.5mm headphone jack, 2 USB-C ports, an HDMI port, and a USB-A port. Each display is capable of full 1080p, and supports HDR. And this is the main reason why I wanted this one in particular. Each monitor can be used completely independently, allowing for much more versatility and making it more than just a laptop display expansion. It can be used in a variety of different configurations, including a standalone vertical monitor. Now let's go hook it up to one of my laptops. The first thing that you'll notice is that there is a lot going on here in terms of cable management. If you plan on using this thing for a newer laptop, you can get this whole thing set up with just 2 cables. Unfortunately, that's not the case for me. The laptop that I'm using currently is a little on the older side, and thus requires a bit more legwork to get both displays working properly. I'm using 3 of the 4 ports that are on this machine just to get both displays working. Fortunately, the USB-C ports and the USB-A port on each monitor can be used as inputs, so there's not really a need for a USB expansion hub. You could just plug in anything additional like a keyboard or mouse directly into each monitor. That's capable of 1080p and has HDR function. Now I will admit, I wish the displays were larger. 11.6 inches was a tad bit too small, but it still served its purpose extremely well while editing, and moving items between the 3 displays was silky smooth. Using it on a much older laptop, I wasn't able to get the 3rd display working at all, but it was still pretty badass having an additional screen to have a video playing while gaming. And it works really well as a portable monitor being used with a retro emulation handheld or a handheld gaming PC. The 60Hz refresh rate makes it really crisp while playing games, and its design makes it really convenient while playing some of these vertical arcade titles, and makes a pretty great companion for the Steam Deck. I know this wasn't its intended purpose, but the fact that it can easily transition to be used in such a fashion really helps the argument for owning something like this. So the Mate X by GTmedia. Guys, I have to say it is a pretty neat little product, I will give it that, but as to whether or not I feel it's essential, I still remain unconvinced. As great as it is to have from a production standpoint, I'm not sure if I could get more work done simply by having an additional 15-inch monitor next to me. Sure, it would be much less convenient, but it would cost less and give you close to the same amount of screen coverage per square inch. Now, I really like this product, and I'm going to be using the hell out of it going forward, but it serves a really specific need. If you want to level up your editing, streaming, or even business setup, something like this is perfect. And the fact that each display can be used independently is a really nice added bonus. If you guys are interested in the Mate X by GTmedia, I'll put links in the description below. Until next time, this is Ness, signing out.